Hello everybody, welcome back to Tinman Collections, and today we'll be doing my Western movies. Now I know these ain't all of them, but these are the ones I have so far. But let's start off with my man Clint Eastwood right here. Hang 'em high. I love the story in this one, but I hated that the posse thought that it was him that killed the guy that he got the cows from, but at least he got redeemed and became a deputy marshal right here. Then this one, Two Meals with Sister Sarah, was all over the place. Like, I thought she was actually a nun, and then turned out she was just in disguise, and then he ended up smooching and going out with her later on. Then Joe Kidd acted out as a drunk, and then Robert Duvall paid for his bail to help him find some Mexicans, but he ended up betraying them and helping them out. I love the story in this one too. Oh, these two, on the other hand, I like more right here. Outlaw Josie Wells set during the Confederacy, the Civil War, and it was going towards the end of the Civil War, and all of his comrades are like Confederate helpers. They all get killed off except their leader because he was bribed, and then his last friend got killed, and he just let him ride off on the horse, and then he took off on his own and helped out this lady and everything, but made him an outlaw, and he fell in love with the lady's daughter. And Pale Ride is my favorite one right here. Like, I loved how the girl started off saying they prayed for a warrior or something to come down and help them, and he came down on the white horse and everything, and he acted out like as a preacher, but he was able to try to help him find gold. He even beat up Richard Richard Keel. That's what his name is. I keep mixing the names up, but anyway, the big guy. He hit him in the private area. That was funny. But then he helped him out later on. But then finally, the last one I got of Clint Eastwood, Unforgiven. It's got Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, Richard Harris, and Clint being like the former outlaw, but he doesn't drink or nothing anymore. And it's because his wife told him not to, and made him see his ways. But then she died, and he had to go help this young boy try to find them two cowboys that messed up Lady of the Night. And my John Wayne collection is all on one box set. I wished I could get them on like individual DVDs though. Let's see, we got Hondo, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, True Grit, which I got the remake. We'll talk about that in a little bit. The Shootist. Now I love The Shootist, but it was like his last Western cowboy that was like dying of cancer, and he didn't want to get operated on, so he went out with a bang, basically. McClintock, The Sons of Katie Elder, that's a good movie. Rio Lobo, Big Jake, and El Dorado on this one collection. And then I got the sequel to True Grit right here, Rooster Cogburn. I haven't seen the whole movie yet, but when I do, I bet I'm going to love it, though. I saw parts of it at my papa's house, and basically they told him to turn in his badge, and he just went out on his own, gunslinging. Now, this Western movie I definitely like. They need to make a number 2 of this, Silverado. Kevin Kline, Kevin Costner, and what's that guy's name? Scott Glenn. That's his name, and Danny Glover, John Cleese, and Jeff Goldblum. But Jeff Goldblum's character died in this one, so they would have to have some new people come in. But basically, I love how when Scott found Kevin, he was missing his clothes, and then because his former posse members just pretty much pointed guns at him and took everything. And then when he got back into town with him, he found his horse, shot the guy with his horse, then grabbed some clothes from his old riding buddy, and then he found the guy that stole his gun rig and hat, and he just shot him down and got his hat back. But I love the whole storyline altogether, but really, they need to make another one. And then Kevin Costner did his own movies. He directed this one, Dances with Wolves, like based during the Civil War or after the Civil War. And he meets up with these Indians, and they teach him their ways and everything. He marries a woman that was in their tribe. Next up, we got Wyatt Earp with Dennis Quaid and Gene Hackman come back to play his dad. Basically, another Western he's in. But Seems like they like to get him in westerns too. But anyway, I love how they went from like young Wyatt all the way up to when he retired from being a marshal and outlaw too. But that's a good movie. And then Open Range. Now I got this one at a yard sale, and I didn't know if it was going to work or not, but it did. I love the storyline between this one with Robert Duvall and Kevin Costner. Keep like hashing stuff out together, and then Kevin Costner falls in love with this woman right here, and it betting. But this is a great movie to watch. I recommend it. Speaking of Wyatt Earp, we got Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer's movie Tombstone, and this one's a great movie right here. This one's a little bit different because they showed Kurt Russell's character Wyatt Earp had a case with his guns in it and had Wyatt Earp engraved on them. I don't think he had that in real life, but anyway, that was nice. Then we got The Quick and the Dead. Loved how this woman right here, Sharon Stone, comes back into town to find him because she made him kill her daddy. Kind of like a revenge storyline right here. And she ends up kissing Leonardo DiCaprio right here. And Kurt Russell's playing like a preacher fellow in this one. But as you can see, she's going all guns blazing. Now, I don't know if you consider this one a Western or not, but I put it in here because it's more like a biopic about the Civil War with Gettysburg, with Martin Sheen playing General Lee, and then you got Robert Duvall playing General Lee, and this one, the Gods and Generals, is like a prequel to this. But these two were awesome. See, probably has some historical significance in there too. Next we got Stagecoach, the Texas Jack story. I love the idea where he was a former like stagecoach robber, and then his friends asked him to come back and so he could get some more money. And then they thought he was his wife died or something, and he didn't go back home, and they ended up losing the house. Turned out his wife was all right, but she was pregnant with his kid. I seen his other movie, Traded, but I didn't like how that story ended. But anyway, Maleficent 7. I haven't seen the original, but when I saw this one, I said, yeah, they amped it up for this one, didn't they? But we got Denzel Washington, Chris Pratt, Ethan Hawke. I don't know if my camera can zoom in on that, but anyway. Yeah, it's blurry on this end, but anyway. And these other guys right here. It's a good movie, actually. I liked it. I thought they were going to make it like a whole new set of Maleficent 7 movies to be like almost like a remake series, just like they did with the originals. They had like a bunch of movies of this movie genre. Then, like I said, the remake, True Grit. Now, in the original one, the girl did not lose her arm. She just had it in a sling. But this one, she got bit by a snake, and the only choice was to cut it off. But they couldn't get to safety in time or whatever. But it has Josh Brolin and Matt Damon in here as well. And Jeff Bridges playing the old True Grit. Now, I thought they were going to make a Rooster Cogburn movie to follow this, but they showed he died in this movie, so later on in life. But I said they could have just made like a sequel to like before he died, basically. But I love the movie, but I think the original was better in my opinion. But now these are the two I haven't watched yet, but they got Willie Nelson and Chris Christopherson in both of them. But starting off with Another Pair of Aces. This came out in 1991 right here. I haven't seen it yet. Me and Daddy wanted to watch these, but this one's got Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, and Travis Tritt. So 3 out of the 4 Highwaymen members. Outlaw justice. No badges, no rules, no mercy. I like that. But yeah, I can't wait to see that. I thought they had another one that had Johnny Cash in it as well, but I gotta find that one. But yeah, I love westerns, so I'll make an update on this one as well as the other ones I just mentioned, the other movies I just did, but collections I just did. But anyway, that's it for now. Like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.